NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. On the return, here's White. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And incomplete to open things up.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they'll come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Gets past one man. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a throw here to his running back. Well, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Brings up 2nd and 1. And they go play action now. Burrow. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Lions at 4-11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long. You got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That's swung out wide to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. On the draw, it's Harris. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's now 3rd down and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, nice move. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Bears nothing.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Lions first down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. CeeDee Lamb. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears nothing.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
An option handoff given to Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Left side to Lamb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Jackson on first down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Burrow.
And he rifles one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Harris. And some space here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here when they get going. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow.
That is caught by Lamb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Harris on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Shifts by at the 15. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Chicago. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with Harris.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Play action. It's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 near their own 7-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
30 yards.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Devon Wright. 4 yards on the pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They'll run again with Harris. And he gets it down to the 32.
75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
A give to Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 43-yard attempt.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, what a move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Jackson got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Drake London there to make the grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Prater for the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good for a Lions.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Chicago.
Jackson.
That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Complete to Hayden Hurst. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second
Now Jackson.
at the 32-yard line.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Throwing. Jackson. Got his man. It's London.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First down.
Jackson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Jackson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.